that logo around. All right, members only game preview show. Yeah, fuck those people. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bengals Jets week 8 must win. Possible trap game. Logan Wilson has requested a trade. We're going to talk about the game, talk about the Logan Wilson trade, give you our score predictions, and then we'll do a little bit of members Q&A on this short, condensed version of Cincy Unfiltered coming up next.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed, beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed, beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
What is up? What is up? Sorry, YouTube coming in hot. Motherfucking companies off the rip.
I think you're allowed to do that when it's members only.
Okay, good. Drew with the 55 jersey. We will get to 55 in his most recent announcement to the public and team here. But we got to, kind of let me talk about this matchup we got coming around to the old stinky Jets. So how we doing tonight, Drew?
I'm good, besides some mild discomfort that we discussed offline that I'll keep private. But I'm powering through. I'm fighting through for the people because that's who I am, and that's what I am about. But yes, trap game against the Jets. I don't know. People keep saying trap game. I don't know if you can have a trap game when you're under 500. But we're trying to fight back to 500. Do what you got to do over there, man. I get it. I do what you got to do. I totally understand.
I got kids everywhere. I'm so sorry. There are people announcing trap game here. There are. I'm going to pick this.
I just don't know.
It's members only. Yeah, all right. Yeah. They're saying trap game.
This does go public tomorrow, though.
That's okay. She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I don't. If you're getting shit pumped all year, is it a trap game or is it just like, this game seems winnable? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep hearing people say the trap game thing. I don't know how many trap games you can have when you're 3-4 and things haven't gone your way and you're just coming off of a 4-game losing streak. Yeah, give her a grenade to play with. That's
this is a Claymore detonator actually. So
that's much safer.
But it's not. Look, it's not wired. No connection. There is no Claymore mine connected to this. It's just the detonator.
There's so much random shit on that, guys.
My children just play with them too. No loaded weapons. Don't report me to CPS. Everything is fine. There's no weapons here. But you bring up a good point. It's tough when you're under 500. It's not a trap game. I look at this game against the New York Jets as a Flacco revenge game. Let's start there. As a game that's just a get right game to me, right? The Jets stink, right? Let's go in there. Let's go in there and beat them and work towards getting above 500. That's where my blinders are on this game. I'm trying to block out the noise. Trap game, that's fine. You can think that. This is a get right game for me.
Yeah, and I think that looking at the injury report, Sauce Gardner missed, I believe, 2 straight practices with a concussion.
Ooh, not good.
But so that may put him on the sidelines for this game. I'm trying to check the official injury report for his status for today. I was tracking it throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. No, good. That's a good point. Number one defender there, right?
DNP.
I mean.
Did not practice today. Garrett Wilson, their star receiver, also did not practice today, trending toward him not playing. So they're a little bit banged up. But
so here's how
nightmares of Mike White. He's gone.
Right.
He can't hurt us, Darth. He's gone. No. He can't hurt us anymore.
Here's how I look at the Sauce Gardner situation. If we can just have video game Jamar Chase, it's not going to matter, right? We embarrassed Jalen Ramsey last game. We put him in a blender. You know what I mean? I love Sauce Gardner, one of my favorite collegiate football players of all time. Cincinnati man. That doesn't work as well as Michigan man, but Cincinnati guy. Cincinnati cat. We'll go with that. But let's put him in a blender also, right? I don't give a shit who's that corner, right? It could be my grandma. Put her in a blender. Let's go win this football game.
I'm willing to bet Jamar Chase would burn your grandma right off the line.
My grandma's got an attitude. I don't know.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I'm
But yeah, so
nobody make fun of me. I'm using a straw.
Injury report wise, Brees Hall, I think, is probably going to play. But getting into the quarterback comparison, as we normally do in our game preview show, Joe Flacco, 1,376 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I want to point out none of those interceptions come in his time with the Bengals.
Okay,
this is like a bunch of
seasonal.
These are his full season stats.
It's like in 2 games with the Bengals, Joe Flacco has thrown for 1,300 yards. No, I love it.
No. These are his season stats. 6 of those picks all came with his time with Cleveland, none with the Bengals, unless I'm missing one. But I don't think he's thrown a pick since he's been in Cincinnati.
Not in Cincinnati, no. But that's a good thing, right? He's got Ferraris and weapons here at wide receiver in Cleveland. I don't know what he had. Oh gosh, I forget his name. Jerry Jeudy, right? But Jerry Judy's not Jamar Chase. Let's just talk.
System interceptions built into the Browns offense. I like that a lot. That's a really good way to put it from Wedge Gordon, one of the OGs on the live stream tonight. Just a reminder, if you're watching this after the live stream and you want to become a member to watch this and have your comments on the show, you can do that. If you don't, I completely understand why you would want to keep your money. And going up against Joe Flacco's old team, the New York Jets, we don't know if it's going to be Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields because Aaron Glenn is such a secretive guy. He doesn't want to give us a competitive advantage. And he wears fucking capris while he's coaching football games and going 0-7. And I think that's weird. I think if your team stinks, you should have to wear regular pants.
I do too. So here's my breakdown of the Jets quarterback situation and who I'd rather play. Justin Fields, 100%.
Yeah, because he stinks.
Yeah. Tyrod Taylor, I'm being told from the booth. I think it's Tyrod, but whatever.
I think that's right.
He scares me a little bit. He's a wily vet. You know what I mean? And a guy comes into a game like this and makes some noise, and I don't want that. I'd rather just go out there and embarrass Justin Fields, right?
Yeah, Tyrod Tayller is also dealing with a knee injury, so they don't know.
I didn't
called him day to day, but he did practice in a limited capacity today. Okay. Ryan Sparks in the chat will be Tyrod. Can't play Fields after what the owner said. I don't know what the owner said.
Yeah, I must have missed that. Put that in the chat. I'd like to know that. Yeah.
Could you let us know what he said? But either way, I think we're back to the point that we say the Bengals have the clear quarterback advantage. I don't really care who it is because Joe Flacco can spin that sumbitch still. He's still got it.
I don't know who. Okay, let's maybe break this down a little bit. The Bills, the Chiefs, a healthy Lamar Jackson. Drake May's playing really well. I put Joe Flacco up against a lot of quarterbacks in this league, and I say, I think he can do it, and maybe that's just a little recency bias from us dicing up Pittsburgh. But
possible.
That's
Flacco, what this show's built on.
I know. In Flacco, I trust, right?
He said he basically trashed the quarterback. Trashed the quarterback saying they can't complete a pass. Okay. So it probably can't be Justin Fields. I apologize. I got a DM. Gave away a couple Bengals tickets to a guy and his kid. I'm trying to make sure he gets the ticket transfer.
I saw that. Good on you, dude. That's good stuff. Love that.
Shout out this kid. It's his birthday this weekend. He's going to his very first Bengals game. Shout out Mr. Meow. I don't know if he's here in the chat tonight, but we also came together to get both of his kids new jerseys. So it's going to be a good weekend for those guys. I was given the tickets and I was like, let's get a kid to their first game. We're having trouble with it. We're having trouble with the ticket transfer, so we'll get that figured out.
I try to be. Either way, man of the people. That's what this show's built on, folks. We're fans just like you. We're not insiders.
Yeah, we're not insiders. We wouldn't be mistaken for insiders.
Absolutely not. Bengals fans are the best. Yeah, they are. And proof is in the pudding at that whiteout we just experienced. Unreal. We showed up. Quarterback comparison, you said it. I agree with you. Advantage, Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I would agree. Someone has to get kids to games since Mike Brown keeps raising prices. Season ticket prices went up. We talked about that last show.
Yeah, we did.
I bitched about it being harder for families to go. So I said, you know what? Let's get this kid there. Lots of people entered, lots of really good submissions. I put it in a randomizer. It happened to pick the kid whose birthday party is this weekend. So it all worked out.
No way. That's actually a cool story. So
yeah, he said his birthday party is this weekend. And I was like, well, I hope it's not Sunday because I'm sending you 2 tickets to this game. So if it is Sunday, you got to move it. Take the kid to the game.
Dude, birthday party. I'm out of town. That sucks, actually. You know what? Because I could show
we're not invited to his birthday party.
Well, here's the thing. I could show up to the party in a Mandalorian costume like a Disney princess. How
That's
fucking
true.
cool would
You
that
could.
be? That's a moneymaker.
You could.
I might need to keep that in the back pocket. But I digress. What else do you want to compare? I mean, do we want?
Well, we always do the offensive comparison. As you know, Zach Taylor gets to use a picture of him smiling again because he finally won a football game. I used that sad Zach Taylor picture for everything Zach Taylor related, and now he has won. So he can be smiling again on the graphic. Good for you, Zach. Congratulations. Bengals offense, 268.7 yards per game, 199.9 of those through the air, almost to the 200 mark. And look at that rushing average. It still stinks, but it's up over 50. We average 68.9 rushing yards per game after that big rushing performance against the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
It's one step at a time, one game at a time. I mean, Brown had a great game last game. We broke that down. Go to the YouTube, check out our Tuesday regular program. I would like for us to cross the 100 mark. It'd be nice. You know what I mean? Because
to average 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah. Average.
Oh, fucking absolutely.
It would. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. You know what I mean? We obviously, I mean, look at that. 199.9 passing yards, right? That's great. 19.4, right? Unreal. But you jump down to the Jets. 278.3, 143 pass. Average rush yards, 127.9. That's kind of
run the rock.
That's kind of cool. Right?
They run the rock.
We are a air it out team due to the weapons we have. But imagine if we were averaging 200 yards passing and 100 yards rushing. You couldn't beat us. You could not.
And we hope to see that trend continue. Back to the QB competition. We've got more on the Jets owner's comments from Wedge in the chat. He continued with this. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results if you go across the league. You have to play consistently at that position. So Woody Johnson said, I fucking hate you, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
You're a sack of shit, is what Woody Johnson said.
That guy, you know what? Justin Fields is not a bad guy.
Logan, no.
Okay.
We'll get to Logan. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like the passionate comments.
K Breezy, I think, types "fuck Zach Taylor" in the comments every episode.
It's autocorrect. He hits F and his phone finishes the rest.
Yeah. But I mean, looking at the teams and the coaching overall, where do you see what's your advantage? What do you think?
Offensively, the advantage is obviously our quarterback and our wide receivers. With Garrett Wilson looking like he's not going to play, that takes a weapon away from probably Tyrod Taylor. Because I did not realize that Woody Johnson hated Justin Fields in his entire fucking existence.
Unreal.
I really didn't. So I think the advantage that we have there is definitely in the passing game. Breece Hall is probably going to play. He's a damn good running back. They can tote the rock, so we got to stop the run there. And I think another thing that's going to be a big advantage is the fact that you can walk into Paycor Stadium and you can buy an ice cold garage beer.
Oh, can you? And guess what,
folks?
You guess what?
They make you yell a little louder.
They have both flavors. Both Drew and I sipping on the old garage beer lime. Don't confuse this garage beer small batch classic lime beer with the big guys bullshit lime beer. Let's be real
Much better.
here. There's a war going on. All these big companies are trying to be like garage beer.
They're trying to steal the garage culture.
They are. They're trying to steal the garage culture, but you cannot
Can't have it.
because it originated with the classic light beer that Garage Beer pumps out to the masses at Paycor Stadium. Got to emphasize that. And they're the original, the OG, the original OGG, original Garage Gangsters. You cannot mimic it. I'm sorry. They've got regular classic light beer. They've got their lime beer. My favorite part, and I ask you this every time we do this ad read. What does it taste like? What does it taste like to you?
So when I drink this, I taste beer. It's beer flavor. Hit a natural lime flavor in this one. And did you see what they just rolled out?
I did. I have you found it?
I just sent this over, so it's not properly formatted for the show. I apologize. Hey, there he is. Can't see me at all. But the Cincy Hat Garage Beer Combo Pack. What a fucking case of beer.
I saw that online, and I did not know that was a Cincy Hat collaboration. I missed that. I thought they were just striping that thing. Okay, all right.
No, that's the stripes from the Cincy Hat, the draft hat.
Hence Ted Karras signing cases. Look, guys, we figure things out on the synergy. This show is about synergy. So that's unreal, actually, and I hope I can find that in the wild. I never found the football case, so I
haven't seen the football. I did ask if they could pull us a couple striped cases, so I'm hoping that can happen.
It'll go right on the wall. It'll
I'll replace this one with the Bengals striped case.
Absolutely.
And I'll never open it ever. I couldn't make it down to Cincinnati last night to get them, or I would have just grabbed them there.
Same, yeah. So maybe the specialty cases are hard to find, but folks, the beer is not hard to find itself
at all. It's everywhere.
www.drinkgaragebeer.com. Can you break down the beer finder? You do it so well.
Well, it's pretty simple. You just go to www.drinkgaragebeer.com, go to the beer finder, enter your zip code. You can enter your exact address if you want. If you have location services enabled on your phone, because the government's tracking everything you do.
They are. I know that.
It'll just auto-populate it. It's just the way of the world. They're going to look at me, oh, this guy just won't stop watching Drew Sample highlights. Whatever. But it'll put in your location. You can find bars, restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, golf courses, anywhere that sells delicious beer-flavored beer. And, of course, Paycor Stadium. If you see me at Paycor Stadium, I'm going to be walking around with a tall green can in my hand. It's just kind of the way it works. Ryan Sparks with another great comment. Did you see the Garage Beer rake?
I did, and it's very, very affordable.
I purchased one.
I'm a leaf blower man. I'm going to admit that.
Me too.
I walk around with the backpack with the jet engine on it, and I do it. But sometimes those small corners require a rake. And why would you not want to have a rake with the Garage Beer logo on it?
And the beer holder. It's an innovative product.
It is. You're right. Functionality.
I bought it. I don't really have a lot of trees or leaves around here, but I was like, I got to have it. I'm just going to stand in my front yard with it as all the other dads in the neighborhood drive by and be like, you don't fucking have one of these, dude. I'm going to establish my dominance in the neighborhood.
I'll go buy
just
it right
standing
now.
In the front yard with the rake. It's like $20. I was like, yeah, I'm buying one.
It's a nothing burger. I mean, we're very independently wealthy guys, so
you know
how that works. We both come from money, but on a real note, also, I'm on the Garage Beer website, www.drinkgaragebeer.com. This is turning into the longest ad read of all time, but we really like Garage Beer. The website is very good, very functional. They've got great graphics. I'm looking here. You can just log on there and watch Jason Kelsey with his shirt off, all kinds of fun stuff.
Cool merch too. I bought when I was buying the rake, I saw, do you remember Surge?
Yes.
You remember Surge, the pop?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a hoodie that looks like the Surge logo.
Okay.
So as I'm going to the merch site order the rake, I see this hoodie, and I used to drink the absolute shit out of Surge as a kid.
My God. So did I.
I bought that too. I bought that also. Yeah.
Whoa.
Went for a $20 rake, left with $100 order.
This and the rake, it sounds like we're making shit up, but we really aren't. Look at
No,
that.
it's real.
Rake,
It's a real thing that exists.
beer holder. You really cannot beat it, folks. 1999, the handheld rake, the most innovative technology from Garage Beer. Unreal. They've got really good merch, folks.
It's
really
very
do.
good stuff. So you can spend your Sundays in the parking lots of Paycor Stadium drinking Garage Beer. I'll have the Zambirni loaded down with them. And after that, you can meet us in the game because you went to TickPick.
Yes.
You downloaded the app. You used code Cincy14, and you got into Bengals Jets Ring of Honor game. And you can drink ice cold Garage Beer in the stadium. I know what you're doing. You can tell the people how much they can get into the door for, because that's what you do. You're an informative guy.
How do you know? You know I'm looking it up. And folks, I announced $84 on the Tuesday episode, if you remember. Yeah. Tuesday. Go back. Go watch the tape, okay? The booth is telling me I said $84. Right now, immediately at this moment, 7:51 p.m. tonight. All in. No fees, no bullshit. You can get into the Bengals Jets game for $67. $67. You can't buy
a couple tickets.
You can't buy a lot of stuff for $67 these days. So to go to a NFL football game of your favorite team for $67 is unreal. I'm looking right now, folks.
So all you got to do is download the app. You can use the QR code on your screen. You can just go to the App Store. Use code Cincy1467. Yep. Still don't know what it means, but yes, it's trendy. It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Oh, $67. Oh, my kids are gonna love that. I'll have to
6-7. I still don't know what the fuck it means.
You can get in the game for $6-7. There,
is this it?
I think it's this. My kids go, oh yeah, 6-7. So get into the game. Like Drew just said, hit this QR code, and I apologize for stealing your thunder here. Use code Cincy14. Save $15 on any Bengals game, home or away, one time this season. Just do it, folks. It's the best. It's the best ticket broker out there. No fees. They were doing no fees before it was cool.
Absolutely. So we've paid the bills. Now let's talk about how these two defenses are going to stack up. Old man Steve Wilkes leading the Jets defense. Al Golden leading the Bengals defense, giving up 394.4 yards per game. Not good. 257 yards through the air, 137.3 on the ground. That's not good. And they're giving up 30.6 points per game. As opposed to the Jets, I think, have a little bit of the defensive advantage. They've still got a defense full of guys that can disrupt games, so you got to watch out for it. They give up 326.4 yards per game, 197 through the air, 129 on the ground, and 26 points per game. So you've got to be careful with the Jets defense.
You do. You absolutely do. The story of our defense in this tale of the tape, we could talk about it ad nauseum. I mean, they've struggled tackling. They've struggled in the secondary outside of Michigan man DJ Turner. That's just absolutely turning it up. No gang signs, Drew. This is a family show. Yeah, I know. I'm kidding. And let's give Jordan Battle his props. So hopefully the defense can pull it together. You know what I mean? The team stinks. The Jets. The team stinks. Let's have a good defensive game, right? And we've got, look, it's just not, we don't have let Jake bake behind center anymore. Thank you, Jake. I thank you for your service. You're a veteran of this team now. But we've got Joe Flacco slinging the pill, as you like to say. So the Jets defense doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me, but let's respect it. Let's respect the Jets defense.
Got to. I was getting ready to say this, Ryan. Shamar's first sack. I feel Shamar Stewart's first sack coming this Sunday in Paycor Stadium. I feel it in my plums.
That's down in my plums.
That's swollen testicle.
Yeah, yes. That's frustrating that we have to be talking about his first sack. You know what I mean? But
No, he's hurt. He was hurt for a while.
Yeah, well, and we don't know business, so we don't know business, so maybe it's a business
That's true.
thing. I mean, obviously, you look at the numbers here in this tale of the tape, and you go advantage Jets.
Advantage Jets on the defensive side of the ball, yes. Experienced coordinator. Like I said, they got guys now. If Sauce Gardner's not playing, that brings a whole new element to this thing because I think Jamar Chase and T. Higgins can both cook Sauce Gardner up, and they can definitely cook up whoever the hell else they got. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know another Jets corner. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you one. So moving on to this, well, not moving on, but staying focused on this game. If I told you the Bengals beat the Jets, how would you fill in the blank? The Bengals beat the Jets if
the offensive line can replicate what they did. I'll do all the hands together. What they did. If the offensive line can replicate what they did against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think Joe Flacco has another game where people go, oh my God, what a trade.
Okay, I like that. We don't know how the offensive line is going to shake out.
We don't.
Reisner left guard 2 on the last depth chart. We talked about that a little bit, but I think he was pretty much listed as a backup last week and then started anyway. So I don't know that that's necessarily indicative of the game plan. I am going to say the Bengals beat the Jets if they rush for 100 or more yards in back-to-back games. I think this is going to be a game.
You gonna put money on it?
I might have to put a little money on the old Chase Brown rushing yards.
Not to call you out, but I love.
Have to.
Yeah.
And if we don't give the ball away, as Ryan says, Flacco hucking the tater for 350 plus. If he goes 350 plus, we're definitely winning.
Hucking the tater.
I like that.
Am I doing this a lot tonight?
I'm just going with it because it looks so professional.
Big hucking the tater.
Actually, I think the internet said that means something bad. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
You know what? Fuck the internet. But if we don't give the ball away, I like it. If we can replicate that run game as you just mentioned, absolutely. Because the pass game seems to be threaded together, So I love that. I love what you said.
Flacco's a certified tater hooker. I like hucking the tater wedge. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to use that one. I like that. I like that a lot. So, if the Bengals keep old man Flacco upright and run the ball for over 100 yards, I think they win. Because I think the game plan here is let Flacco huck the tater early, get up 14, 17 points, and then let's just grind this thing out on the ground. Let's get the offensive line some confidence in the run blocking game. Fuck it, some more reps in the run blocking game since we don't do it so much. Get a lead, grind it out on the ground, and let's walk out of there with a win. I'm going to tell you guys this, members only. I'm so confident that the Bengals are going to win this game. The Jets' tombstone for the graveyard has already been painted. My beautiful, wonderful wife painted it up today because we're going to go to the game. And then you got to get home and paint it and let it dry and stick it up. So I was like, fuck that. Let's pre-do it so we can poke that in as soon as we get home from the game on Sunday. And she painted that son of a bitch up today.
I love that because I'm not a big jinx believer guy. I think that's bullshit. I think you control your own destiny. Paint that shit up. You know what I mean? Because these guys control their destiny. Speaking of your wife, do we want to get into this?
We can because as a lot of you have probably seen today, Logan Wilson has requested a trade from the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, my I don't know if you call it a friendship. My relationship with Logan Wilson has been good over the years.
Yes.
So if we lose, Vic's to blame. She's not to blame. She just does what she's told because Daddy runs the roost over here, is what she's saying. Yeah. Logan Wilson has requested a trade. Obviously, he was benched for Barrett Carter a couple weeks ago, starting in Green Bay. Yeah. I watched the podcast that he and his wife do today, actually, and he was talking a little bit about how life in the NFL is unpredictable, and you may be one place one day and not there the next day, and then shortly after the trade request comes out. Your initial thoughts when you see that Schefter tweet come out?
I hate it. I see Logan Wilson as a guy that's not making a lot of noise outside of on the gridiron. I understand his frustration. Like I get it. He's up there for me as Bengals I've enjoyed all time. You have the 55 jersey on. You're holding up a football that says Wilson on it. I know that
I didn't even mean to do
yeah,
that.
I know it's just the company, so there's just a lot of signage going on here. It's frustrating, but if the Bengals have made their decision, and Logan Wilson played a lot of meaningful snaps still against the Steelers. He was out on the football field.
44% of the snaps on Thursday night.
He was out there. But if the Bengals are truly in the mindset of, okay, maybe it's time to move on and go with a younger guy as a business, let's try to move him and turn him into something.
So I like this comment from Ryan.
Okay.
Because I had the same thought. I don't like the optics of saying he was going to help the young guys and not complain, then go make a trade request. I get that. That leads me to believe something else has happened recently. I don't know what that could. I don't know if that's a conversation with Al, if that's a conversation with Zach, if that's a conversation with Lou Anarumo, who needs a linebacker in Indianapolis, and he's just collecting former Bengals over there. I don't know. It does lead me to believe something has changed. But here is what I will say.
Okay.
When they made the move, I said, I need to see more out of Barrett Carter for it to make sense. Because as much as I personally like Logan Wilson as a human being, as nice as he's been to my family, as nice as he was to our show to come on to it twice.
Love the guy.
I understand that the name on the front of the jersey is more important than the name on the back. Mm-hmm. I've seen Demetrius Knight and Barrett Carter both missing a shit ton of tackles. I understand that Logan Wilson's not as quick as he used to be. He doesn't have that burst that he used to have. He's had knee injuries and stuff like that. I get that. But now you see them play for 2 weeks, and Logan Wilson was not missing tackles at this rate. If a guy can get there fast, that's great, but he's got to be able to make the fucking tackle. Wilson played a lot on Thursday. He had a nice pass deflection in a big moment against Rodgers. Like he was still playing. He was still playing effectively. He was still making plays. But my thing is this: if you're going to slap a captaincy on his jersey at the beginning of the season, and then you decide midway through the season that we need a spark or we're going to go younger, I'm not mad at it. But if you think enough of the guy to put a captain's patch on his jersey, and you tell him he's not in your plans anymore, I do think you owe it to him to try to move him somewhere.
You do. Give him purpose. Give him purpose in Indy, right? Maybe. I don't know. And as odd as it was to bench a captain, right? Because it's not like Logan was like the linchpin causing our defense to implode on itself, right? You cannot point to Logan Wilson and say it's his fault we suck. Is the linebacking core at the moment maybe a slight weakness? Yeah, it could be, right? You got young guys in there though, right? I mean, Logan can't be a one-man army. So it's gotta come together. So as sad as it is to see a guy, we just did this shit with Trey Hendrickson how many months ago, right? Trade me.
True.
Don't pay me, trade me. That's fine. If you're not going to pay me, trade me, right? So this is another pseudo version of that, right? We're not talking about a contract dispute. But going back to that comment, it is a little bit not disheartening, frustrating, right? To see an interview of a professional Logan Wilson. We know he's a professional guy. He's not loud to the media or outside the gridiron, right? It is a little frustrating to see him say, nothing's changed. I'm here. I'm going to work with the young guys. You know what I mean? We're a team, blah, blah, blah. To all of the sudden, you benched me. I'm upset, trade me. It's a little upsetting. It's a little frustrating. Now you and I trying to set Logan Wilson bias aside, because you and I have met the man, we've shaken his hand, you've met his wife, his children. You could not ask for a better human being for your football team, right? But from a business standpoint, now I would like to see Logan Wilson, turn the torque up and get back and get out there and say, fuck you, I'm still good, and get back to his role. But from a business standpoint, if the Bengals have decided it's time to move on, we're going to go with younger guys, don't just let this guy rot on the depth chart. Don't just let this guy sit there and become more frustrated than, let's be honest, folks, he clearly is. You don't just throw out the trade me like sentence if you're not frustrated. You know what I mean? So give this guy the dignity, move him to Indy or whatever, wherever the hell you want to. Don't fucking trade him within the division, please, because then he's going to play us and he's going to get 3 interceptions.
Don't do that.
Yeah, move him. Let him go be the football player he wants to be somewhere else. Grab a 4th or a 5th. 4th might be rich. 4th may be rich. A 5th or a 6th. And let's turn that into the next young phenom, you know?
Yeah, I think that I get what they're doing. Taking away my bias and my fanhood for the human being, the fan.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. They rock.
But it is hard to do.
Yeah.
But I just don't believe that I've seen better product from the 2 rookies.
Sure.
To put him on the bench. And Josh says in the chat, even though he's had a reduced role, he's technically started all 7 games this year. I wonder if they told him that he wasn't going to start, but I just haven't seen it. And this isn't a tanking, rebuilding, let's evaluate the talent on the roster type of thing. No. The AFC is wide open. The AFC North is wide open. We found something moving with Joe Flacco here. So, shouldn't we still be playing the best players? That's why I say if it's Dylan Fairchild or Dalton Reisner, I'm starting Dalton Reisner after what I've seen out of him for the last 2 weeks. So are we evaluating talent, or are we trying to get into the fucking playoffs? Because as of right now, this is not knocking Barrett Carter. I've listened to Wilson talk about him, said he's been nothing but a pro. They're close. They're good friends. Not knocking him, not knocking Demetrius Knight either. But we should be playing the guys that I think are best to win the game. And I think that they're missing a lot of the veteran presence in the middle.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you at all, right? I've seen play out of the linebackers that is equal to Logan Wilson or lesser. I have not seen, and I love Barrett Carter and I love D Knight 44. I've got to buy that jersey. I think that's going to be my next jersey, Demetrius Knight. But I have seen play that is equal to or lesser than Logan Wilson. So for me, and again, when I say from a business standpoint, if you'd like to move, right? From a business standpoint, if you're done, be done. Do I necessarily agree with that? No. I think Logan's got gas in the tank. I think you go, hey, we need you, big guy. You know what I mean? I think you try to make this right. You put him in his role and you rotate these guys. I think maybe that is the method they should have done. That sounds stupid, but rotate them. Don't just say, hey, captain, we're going to bench you.
Take off your green dot. We're giving it to the day 3 rookie.
Ultimately, all you've done is potentially hurt a veteran's confidence. And I don't like to say that about these guys because they're professionals, but let's be real. If you're at work and somebody says, hey, man, we're going to have Deborah do the project you've been doing because we think she'll do better, you're going to be a little, you're going to be like, fuck inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't just move him to move him unless you're truly done with the guy. Don't just, let's get rid of him. Because that to me is a minus for this season when I still think we have a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it's a plus to keep him on and rotate these guys.
And he's got 2 years left on his deal. So if they're done with him to the point of benching him, he's going to leave. He's going to be cut after this season. So I get the idea of getting some sort of draft capital or something back in return for him. or if you package him in, because Jordan Schultz, the guy who's become the new Bengals kind of insider, I think Jordan Schultz is getting all the Bengals scoops. He said that if the Bengals win Sunday, he expects them to be buyers at the trade deadline.
I would love
to go out and get defensive players. So if you got to package Wilson in with something to go get somebody for somewhere else on the defense, I get it. It would suck. I won't like it, but I mean, it'll do, man. We got to win football games.
This is what matters at the end of the day. These guys are human beings, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, if you got to move the guy to get better somehow, I don't know how you get better moving Logan Wilson. Let's be real here. But okay. You know, I don't know. I don't have an answer.
I just if we're 1-5 and the season's pretty much fucked off right now, and they're like, hey, we're gonna play this day 3 rookie that we got. We're gonna give him a shot. I'd be like, okay, cool. Evaluate the talent that you have on the roster because you got to figure out how you're gonna attack the offseason. But we're in this fucking thing, dude.
Yeah,
like we're right there. I think we're gonna beat the Jets. I think that we're gonna beat the Bears depending on how Caleb has his nails done. So I don't like. And then you're 5-4 going into your bye week.
I know.
And they're talking Burrow coming back mid-December. I've heard he's trying to come back earlier than that. So like,
that's wild.
Are we cutting off our nose to spite our face in this situation because the defense hasn't been great and they're just like, well, we need a spark, so let's do this. But I mean, how many chances did Cam Taylor-Britt get before he was a healthy scratch last week?
Right.
To go back out there and keep his job.
Right.
So like I get it. I understand that you've invested these picks in these linebackers, but he's still an effective enough football player. And it's like you said, the play that we've seen is equal or lesser than that. And if that's the case, I'm going to take the guy that's been playing football for 6 years and has seen it all and has that veteran presence and that savvy and knows the game. So it's very hard for me to stomach it. I get it from a business aspect of it. I would just ask if they're truly done with the guy, let him go somewhere where he can still play football, because I think he's given you everything he can since 2020, and he deserves that at least. To have the chance to continue to play and put tape out there and extend his career, because you get benched for over half a season in the NFL, everybody forgets about you. They think you're a bum.
Yeah. Agreed. And I'll go as far as to say that I don't know that I necessarily even get it, air quotes, from a business decision, right? I mean, unless at the deadline, it's like, oh shit, we packaged Wilson and we got an ace on defense that's going to help us for the remainder of the season. Just an absolute stud. Logan Wilson in a pick for, I don't even name a guy. I don't
Quinnen
even
Williams.
know. Right.
Quinnen Williams is a name the Bengals have been linked to.
Yeah,
a Jet. Right. Maybe they just have him stay here this weekend and don't leave.
Maybe, right? But back to my earlier comment, moving him just to be like, you know what, let's get younger. Moving him just to move him is a minus in my eyes.
I agree. And he's playing kickoff team now. So that's my 2 cents on it. I think Logan Wilson deserves better than to just rot on the bench.
I agree.
Right.
Yep.
Before we get up out of here, you know what we got to do?
What do we got to do?
Score predictions for Sunday's game. We've already gone a little bit longer than we normally do on these shows. So
it's because we love these people. We just love them.
We do, but we got Thursday Night Football about to kick off. We got to let the people go watch that. So I'm going to start with my score prediction first. I think that on Ring of Honor Day, the Bengals come into town. Well, they live in town. They live in town.
They do.
And they beat up on the New York Jets. I think we get out of there with a 31-17 win. Beat up on the Jets. I think for most of the fourth quarter, we're sitting in the stands and we're tweeting happy things. We're sipping our beers. We're talking to the stranger next to us about the fact that we can just chill out for the last 8 minutes of this football game because we put this thing away. Because I think Joey Flacco is going to go out there and he's going to huck the tater. And I think Jamar Chase is going to do whatever he wants. I think Drew Sample is going to get a touchdown. And I think, we're slapping the bet in on BetJack this week. You already know we are. And I think we're sitting pretty halfway through the fourth quarter, enjoying watching the team grind out the win. Ryan put in a score prediction of great minds. Oh, he put 31-17 Bengals as well. So yeah, Ryan's a smart guy. Wife says 27-7. She says it's an even worse ass whooping.
Bold.
So that's my prediction. 31-17 Bengals win back to 500. Big date with Caleb Williams fresh out of the nail salon after that. I now turn to you.
Look, I think that we take that momentum that we had from Thursday night, the war in the jungle, a game that you and I both sat at and were not comfortable until the clock said 0, but we came up as the victor in that slugfest. I think we carry that momentum forward. I don't know if it's going to be 31-17. I love that bold prediction, but I think the Jets come to town, but they have a fuel leak. And you like that? And we beat the Jets 27-17. Our prediction
10-point victory.
Our predictions are very close, but I think you and I are both in the camp of this isn't a money mac at the death game. The Jets stink. Joe Flacco is it hucking or chucking? Joe Flacco is hucking the tater.
Hucking the tater.
Let's continue that momentum from that prime time Thursday night beatdown of the Pittsburgh Steelers and beat the Jets. Whether it be 31-17 or 27-17, we are in the same ballpark here or gridiron here. But either way, I think we win this by more than a touchdown.
Let's look at some predictions in the chat here real quick.
All
so
right.
we got 27-17 Bengals from my beautiful Cuban queen. And then we've got Matt Marshall, 52-17. Chase 2 touchdowns. T1 to continue the 7-game home touchdown game streak to 8. And then Brown won and battle with a pick 6. 52-17. If it's 52-17, wife's going to have to drive home because I'm going to be bruised up.
If we put a 50 burger up on Sunday, M-Dot, I'm buying you a jersey of your choice. If we put a 50 burger up on the Jets, that's
like that.
That would be all. There's right below that. Look right below that. Cantrell.
42-14.
Gosh, we're
42
at this.
42-14. A clinic will be put on by the boys. Dude, I would love. I can't remember the last time the Bengals won a game so comfortably. Baltimore.
Wasn't that Baltimore game a couple years ago? We absolutely shit pumped them. Jamar
had like 2021. Yeah, they beat the fuck out of them.
Oh, it was 2021. Jesus, yeah. That's a while ago. Then you're right. I can't remember the last time we absolutely just wrapped up a corpse and threw it in the river.
Flock around and find out, baby.
I love it.
Comment here from Chris Vargas. New name in the chat. New member, maybe? Shout out to you, Chris. Glad to have you here. Houday, we need Chase Brown to run through them Jets. That run game going and Flacco put on a show with Uno T and Yoshi. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get an early lead. Grind that shit out. If they put up a 50 burger, we will all need an IV from all the busting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All the busting.
I will be dehydrated due to the wonderful garage beer if we put a 50 burger up. But I'm taking – look, guys, I'm there we go. I'm on a hook. M-Dot, I got you. If we put a 50 burger up, you're going to get that size, whatever the hell size large Flacco jersey. I've got to catch a flight after this game. I'm going from the game to CBG to catch a flight. And if I have to be on that flight blitzed out of my mind because we put 50 points on the Jets, I'll wait to get my rental car on Monday and I'll Uber to the hotel. Let's do this.
That's a good question. How are you getting to the airport? You're leaving from Paycor to airport?
I am leaving from Paycor to airport. If I have to leave my car somewhere, I'm just not going to drink and drive. Let's just say that. How about that?
If you got to leave the car, just find me. I'll drive it back to my house.
Okay.
I'll keep it here safely. You'll get it back with no gas in it, but
that's fine. All right. That's fine.
It will be my daily driver. But
run that shit all over town.
Burton is active, correct? I don't believe Burton's going to be active because Charlie Jones is back to a full participant. Yeah. I think Jermaine Burton is just collecting a paycheck and taking Instagram pictures. Yeah. It's kind of the way that I've decided this thing's going to be. You can get shuttled to the airport in the van. That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. If anybody would like, if you find me and I'm drunk, if anybody would like to drive me to the airport, I'll take that taxi ride. But I'm going to withhold. I'm going to not.
He's on
heavy
IR and off
garage
work.
beer. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He
Oh,
lives close.
shit. There you
Matt got me my Browning jersey. Now it's not his fault Jake Browning stunk, but he went and picked up my
It's
Browning jersey for me and met me halfway. He's a reliable man.
Okay. All right. There you go. Maybe I'll pull a Chad Ochocinco and just at like in the third quarter be like, who can drive me to the fucking airport?
I'm fucking hammered. Who can take me to the airport?
Chad Ochocinco or Chad Johnson, if you're listening, maybe you can take me to the airport in your smart car. We'll talk Bengals.
He is going to be here.
Way. Yeah.
He is going to be here.
So I like that. Chad, 85, Ochocinco. If you were at the game and I happen to run into you and you see me and you're like, hey, Ron, hey, Bengo, I think if you had too much, just throw me in the trunk of your smart car and drive me to CVG, you know?
Just roll you out.
Yeah.
At the drop off. Don't even have to stop. Just push him out. You've
him
done
out.
your job, Ocho. He's safely at the airport. It's TSA's problem now.
Yep.
Thanks, fellas. Happy to be here. Keep up the great work. Much love from a New Jersey Bengals fan. We appreciate you, Chris, man. Glad to have you here. I feel like that's the first time I've seen you in the chat, so we're very glad to have you here. I got nothing left for these people, but a Houday, if you're going to the game, buy your tickets on TickPick. Be loud as shit. Let's lose our minds. I'll be at the tailgates. Actually, I may not be at the tailgates. I may be at the top of the stadium with my shirt off, screaming Houday.
I love that.
Yeah, just take my shirt off, stand at the top of Paycor Stadium, overlooking like Bengal gyms and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like stick my arms out as if I'm a Christ-like figure.
Nude.
All right, go watch Thursday Night Football. We love you all. Thank you all for being here. We will see you Tuesday, 8 p.m., reacting to the Bengals win over the New York Jets. We love you.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go.